Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Oh my god, so we today got a brand new, we got a trailer, but we also got a breakdown of said trailer in a Pokemon Direct, and it was phenomenal. I unfortunately could not watch it live, so I had to wait until I got home from work to watch it, but I am blown away. I am so blown away. I don't even know what else to say. But as I was going through all of the information, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to make one video. I'll give all my thoughts on it. I'll just kind of pick out whatever bits and pieces that I want to talk about and just call it a day. However, I can't do that. There is so much information that we got in this direct and trailer that I couldn't possibly just pick out a few things here and there. So I wanted to kind of separate things out a little bit, space everything out a little bit so that I can kind of hone in my thoughts and I guess kind of just make things concise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 videos, this being one of them, where one, I focus on the Pokemon specifically, the new Pokemon specifically, rather, then one where I focus on the characters specifically, and then one where I focus on the new mechanics slash features in general, and maybe just the overall look of the game. So, what video is this? This one is the Pokemon video, and I am just so flabbergasted at how great these look. So first of all, let me just say right out of the gate, I think not only do all of their designs look very European, UK-esque, the names are just so perfect. Clearly, like with the starters, it's kind of a bit more, it's a bit more rudimentary. Scorbunny is basically just Scorch Bunny or Score Kick Bunny, whatever. But like the rest of these kind of have very European-y names, I guess. So, without further ado, the first Pokemon that I'm going to talk about, I'm kind of going to go in these, like, kind of cascading order. With, like, I think it's maybe the order that they were shown off in. But I'm going to start with Gossifleur, and it is a grass type, as well as being the flowering Pokemon, and apparently it just likes being around clean areas, I guess. Clean water, clean earth, clean air, just it likes being, you know, in areas that it can thrive. And apparently it has kind of medical purposes for its pollen, so it kind of has some healing properties, and it's good around kids and like helping them with their illnesses. So it's kind of a real chill Pokemon as far as that goes. It's kind of what you would expect. Honestly, okay, so first of all, when I first saw this Pokemon, we didn't have a name at that point. We just kind of, I don't think we had a name at that point. But when they first introduced it, I honestly thought it was going to be like a full of baby kind of thing where it's like, oh, it's a flower. It's a thing on a flower, or it has a flower, or it is a flower. But then it's just like fairy type. Not with this. It's just a grass type. It is what it is. It is a plant. And yeah, you know what? I kind of liked it for that. The next Pokemon that we're going to talk about is Gossifleur's evolution, which I honestly didn't think that we'd get any technical evolutions at this point. I thought we'd just get, here's a bunch of Pokemon. But this one is Eldegoss, and I imagine that's like Elder and then Goss, like whatever the Goss is from. But it's Elder of Gossifleur. And it is also a grass type, so no additional typings on that. But it's basically just this giant puffball with a bunch of seeds on it, and it's pretty cute. I like it a lot. Oh, also, it's the Cotton Bloom Pokemon, which makes a ton of sense given that it is just a big cotton ball. In addition to that, its seeds apparently are pretty nutritious for Pokemon at the very least, so that's pretty cool. Overall, I gotta say, while I like their designs, I definitely think that they're probably more of the, I don't know, they're kind of just like the stereotypical, here's a grass, like, little, like, I don't know, flowery looking thingamajig, and I don't have anything against them, but they're certainly not my favorite out of this bunch. The next Pokemon that I'm going to talk about is Wooloo, and it is a normal type Pokemon, and it is literally just a sheep. It not only is it a normal type Pokemon, so it's just like, it is just, it's a thing, it's an animal, whatever, it doesn't have any elemental attributes to it. But then it's literally just a sheep. It is almost literally like there's a lot of Pokemon in this. There's a lot of Pokemon in the series that are just animals, and most of them are normal types, I'll give you that. But like the Herdier line. Herdier line? Lillipup line. They're kind of literally just dogs. This is another one where it's just like, it's literally a sheep. It is called the sheep Pokemon. It's like flavor text say, oh, it lives and grows its wool out, and then the wool gets shaven off and gets made into clothing and other items. It's literally just a sheep. It's just a sheep. That's it. That being said, it's a very cute sheep and apparently does not like conflict and craves stability, whatever that means in this world. And I don't know, I think it's cute. I got nothing against it. It is literally just a sheep, but that's cool. The next Pokemon is honestly, out of all of the normal Pokemon that we saw in this trailer, it's honestly the most interesting. It is Corviknight. It is a flying steel type, so out of the way, Skarmory. And it is also called the Raven Pokemon, another Pokemon with literally just an animal as the name. But it's this giant 7'3" freaking bird, and holy crap is it terrifying. I honestly thought it was going to be dark type at one point, but I guess looks can be deceiving. But it's really cool looking. It's got piercing red eyes. It is just a really overall kind of threatening looking bird, which ultimately makes its role in the game as a whole a little jarring because it's used as a taxi service bird, which I guess it's like, it's supposed to be the strongest Pokemon in the skies of Galar, so like, obviously if they're gonna have like a taxi flying service, which you got Corviknight right there, it's a giant 7-foot bird that is steel type, so you know it's sturdy. So I guess what better Pokemon would it be? It's just really threatening looking, and I don't know, I think it's overall, with it being a taxi Pokemon of sorts, it's probably the most interesting of the cluster that we saw. The next Pokemon we're going to talk about is Drednaw, and it is a water rock type Pokemon and is known as the Bite Pokemon, which for good reason. It is literally just a snapping turtle, and I like it. I wasn't sure what it was at first because like a lot of these kind of Pokemon, they end up either being like dragon type or like steel type or some weird stuff. Rock water, or water rock rather, was kind of out of the blue despite it being a turtle. So I'm interested in it. I don't know if I'll use it, but I certainly I could deal with another turtle Pokemon, especially if it's a snapping turtle. Just by looking at it, you know it's like kind of a rough and tumble Pokemon, and apparently it's also pretty vicious, which fits perfectly with the snapping turtle basis that it is. Apparently, it's pretty hard to train, and a lot of trainers tend to release this Pokemon back into the wild, which I feel like there's a thing about releasing snapping turtles out into the wild, and that it's not good. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up in my head. Either way, Drednaw is apparently a very typical Pokemon to train, so it's not for the faint of heart. Alright, so the final two Pokemon that we're going to talk about are the legendary Pokemon and the box art Pokemon. And they are, oh boy, watch it. These are kind of a mouthful as far as saying them. Zacian, I believe, and Zamazenta. And one is the sword Pokemon, and one is the shield Pokemon, as you could probably guess. And they are, like, okay, so think about Solgaleo and Lunala. Their names are very reminiscent of their origin, of their basis, the sun and moon, whatever. They kind of look like it too, but they kind of still look whatever like they're animals they're based off of. Zacian and Zamazenta literally, quite literally, have both a sword. One, Zacian literally has a sword in its mouth, and Zamazenta has like a mane, sort of, because wolves apparently have manes, like that. So it's got a mane shield. I don't have anything against them overall. They're interesting designs as far as just how looking. I don't know. I need to see more about them. There's clearly something secret going on with them, because at the end of their trailer, they have like this glowing thing going on, and they kind of like, they don't fight, but they kind of like, oh, meet up in the middle of the woods, and then they start glowing when they see something coming at them. So one, like, Zacian starts glowing and his sword becomes different or has like different things attaching to it, and then Zamazenta's shield kind of pops out. So there's clearly something different going on. I wonder if it has to do with the rumored armor mechanic. A lot of people say that this completely outdoes that and says, oh no, the armor mechanic is not even a real thing. Get off of it. Now that we know what the legendaries are. I disagree because I think that they have a secret up their sleeve or whatever. I don't know. They're very interesting looking Pokemon. They're definitely different from the normal. I guess I feel like I say that probably every time a new legendary gets announced. But they're definitely different. A little bit of flavor to add to this is that apparently the Galar region people don't really know about them, or at the very least few people know about them, so they're clearly a giant mystery. I don't know, I'm very interested to see what their lore is in the region if people, at least modern day people, don't know anything about them, or even know that they might exist. So yeah, I don't know, really interesting Pokemon. Alright, well those are all the Pokemon that we got, as far as I know, in this trailer. Let me know what you guys thought about these Pokemon. A lot of them have really cool designs or just interesting in general. And if most of Galar Pokemon look like this, I've got no freaking complaint. Yeah, that's it for me. I really, really like them all. I'm excited to see way more Pokemon from the Galar region. Let me know what you guys think about them down below in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more from me and you want to see my other 2 videos that I'm going to be uploading, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so that you don't miss them and you'll get the notifications. Alright guys, I will see you in another video. Make sure to keep an eye out for my next video, which will probably be about the characters. I will see you guys in another video. Bye!